Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. Alright guys, we're going to do Virgo now. So if you are Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you're dealing with somebody that has Virgo in any of those placements, this reading can be for you. What we're going to be doing is finding some overall energy with my new Crystal Spirits deck. Then we're going to be tapping in to figure out like what this person's thinking and feeling towards this connection right now, like what some of the overall energies are. And if it resonates and you want to go deeper, there will be an extended version available where we can find out what to expect over the next 4 to 6 weeks, what this person's desiring from you, what this person has to say to you, possibly what things need to be healed within the connection over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and then the outcome of that 4 to 6 weeks, okay? So let's get some overall energy for the Virgos. What's coming through for overall energy? Aquamarine number 7. I believe I've had this one come out before. So let's see. There's a little relationship message part within the book for all of the cards. So let's just find out what that one is. I think I've seen this, but I can't remember exactly. Number 7 is a high vibrational energy. It's like the energy for me of the star, the Pleiadians, like the 7 sisters. You have 7 major chakras in your body. So the essential meaning is enhanced clarity, calm discernment, awareness, and acceptance of one's truth. The relationship message is slow down and look carefully, for there are details that need your time. This is the message of Aquamarine Spirit, which can help you to become crystal clear, both in communicating your needs and in understanding those of others. Old patterns may cause you to overlook new information, material that could give you important insights into your relationship and assist you in making the right choice for yourself. Trust what you notice. If you're feeling a sense of deja vu when it comes to your relationship, it is the conscious universe calling you to learn the lesson of Aquamarine. Be discerning and observant, and you will surely make decisions that are for the highest good of all. Alright, so I feel like right now the overall energy is that you're going to have some clarity coming through. You're going to be picking up your patterns, figuring out the things that you've done in the past that didn't work out so well so that you don't keep doing those things. And whoever you're dealing with right now may also be going through that and recognizing the parts of this relationship or the parts within all their relationships that have led to not such a great outcome. All right. And then once we have that clarity and that understanding, we can make new decisions and new approaches to our relationships. And then I've got the 8 of Cups coming out. So it seems like we're walking away from the things that have kept us from our happiness. So, if you look at it as in, all right, the next card would be the 9 of Cups. That's happiness, right? So this means we got to walk away from anything that's causing this feeling of this feeling of just being sad or distraught. Sometimes that can mean walking away from a particular person. That can be walking away from a particular belief. It can be walking away from this vibration of just waiting for your ships to come in and allowing a certain chapter to close so that the next one can begin in a higher vibration, in a better way. So let's see what your person is feeling right now, whoever you're asking about, or if you're single, is there somebody that there's a potential for coming in? That was like the whole deck, so I'm not taking it, but I did see the Temperance card. And again, we got a whole bunch of cards, guys. Can we just get one card, please? How is your person feeling, thinking, desiring right now? All right, it's only 3 this time. So we've got the Sun, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which she was coming out a lot recently. Her energy's been coming through a lot. And then the Magician. Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Again, there's that energy of reflection, okay? So I feel like whoever you're asking about, they could really be reflecting and looking at things within relationships. This is somebody that usually has a romantic offer. Sometimes they can be seen as like a Casanova, but in this deck, he's young and he's not doing anything. He's just kind of looking into the cup. So I feel like this person is getting crystal clear about their desires, about what they're wanting from relationships, figuring out what they've done, maybe like the offers that they've made in the past, how they haven't panned out so well, or the way they've approached romance in the past hasn't panned out so well. I'm also feeling like whoever you're asking about is like, again, they're definitely having clarity, because the sun is about clarity, illumination, it's our happiness. So they're figuring out what's going to make them happy, but they're like going within to reflect on this. They may even be keeping an eye, you know, looking at something that's going to show them the way of leaving behind those things, those patterns, those beliefs, or the people that have kept them from transforming and collecting all the tools that are required to come into that place that's going to bring value. And I feel like they do see you as valuable. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, she's very nurturing, she's very loving, she's like the perfect mother, the perfect wife. She usually brings in a lot of abundance. She's able to hold down a job, take care of the home, do all the things that, you know, you would want a partner to be able to do. So, and she also has a lot of value on herself. So I do feel for a lot of you guys, you've probably gone through your own inner transformation. You've gotten clear on what it is that's going to make you happy. You've gotten clear on what type of romantic offers you want from either a particular person or just in general from somebody externally. It's like, I need somebody that's going to come in XYZ. I need them to treat me with respect. I need to have that knowing that there's clarity, there's happiness, there's fulfillment, there's illumination within my relationships. I know what I deserve, I know what I want. And even like the way she's holding this, it's like she's just bringing in divine information and wisdom. So I definitely feel like whoever you're dealing with right now, the both of you are going through a lot of transformation. He just stayed on the table when I picked up the deck. So this is the King of Wands. This is somebody that takes all those things that they've been through. They get motivated to go after what they want. They're no longer going to sit in that energy of, oh, woe is me, or that 8 of Cups guy who was like, eh. They get the motivation to learn from those mistakes, to reflect on those mistakes, and then to make new actions. So it's funny, I just said they reflect. We've got the Hermit here. So I definitely feel like whoever you're, you know, whoever's coming your way is reflecting and thinking about what they're wishing for and getting ready to take their leap of faith, which is a very similar energy we just had. I did Taurus. I know you guys are both earth signs. I think I said Virgo, right? I'm like, did I say that? But anyways, this is somebody that's ready to take a leap of faith after this time of reflecting and thinking about what their wishes for. The lantern oftentimes represents that star energy, which is our wishes coming true. So I know what I now want, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to approach this so that I can come to this state of union, so that I can have my 4 of Wands, my twin flame 11-11 union for some, or just, you know, for others, marriage, commitment, somebody that's going to be there for you for the long haul, that there's going to have that passion, that desire, that love that we've all thought about. And for those of you who don't have anybody in your life, it's like you've reflected on what you want, and now you're ready to take that leap of faith into having this, okay? So if you've been single and kind of like in the past attracted people that weren't really giving to you what you want, I feel like because you've now got the clarity in the truth within yourself about what you want, new communication is going to come in from somebody that is going to reflect what it is that you've been putting out through the universe. So let's see, for those of you, what else is this person that you're asking about, thinking and feeling? What is this person thinking, feeling, desiring? So look at that, the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Wands came out again with the Fool, and now we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I definitely feel for a lot of you guys, somebody is wanting union. They're thinking about this. They're thinking about bringing some sort of new truthful communication your way, taking that leap of faith to start planting the seeds of potential for your growth, for your relationship to grow. Some of you possibly starting a family. All right, you see she's pregnant there. They've got the bassinet. This is somebody that wants to start a family and wants to start to grow together, you know, and that's usually marriage, baby, all of that stuff. It feels like whoever you're asking about, this is what they're wanting. They're wanting happiness. They're wanting fulfillment. I feel like for some of them, when they went in, they had that epiphany moment. For some of them, they could have had tower moments where they had to let go of something or, again, learn from these mistakes of in the past. They were like, oh my God, this is why every time I do something, it doesn't work out well. You know, taking responsibility or getting rid of the beliefs or the patterns that have continuously led them to tower moments. But this feels more of like an epiphany moment rather than like a crumbling. For some, they definitely could be going through tower moments, which is like, again, it could be because of that realization of like, oh my God, I've messed this up. But others could be like having major changes in their life, major transformation happening within their world that's now getting them to this place of like, I can't just sit on my butt anymore. I need to go after what I want. I need to take that action. I need to get motivated. I need to travel towards my desires. So it definitely feels like there's big changes happening within the way this person's thinking, this person's feeling, even what this person recognizes as what they want. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, if this was somebody you dealt with in the past already, you already like kind of have something established between the two of you. This is somebody that wants to continue to build with you, wants to continue to grow and, you know, create something with you. And again, they're transforming as that magician, taking everything that they've learned, collecting all the tools that are required to manifest this Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love. All right. And for some of you, this is new love. So if you're the one that took everything that you've been through in your life up until this point, you've learned and you've figured things out, you're not giving up, you're transforming, you're collecting your tools to attract new love. So for everybody, I feel like a new beginning is starting to manifest. And that was something I picked up for all of the readings so far, is that something big is happening. A lot of people are either having new love offers or new beginnings in love situations that maybe had these tower moments in the past. But it's like people are figuring things out. They're understanding stuff. They're having that epiphany moment, which leads to truth and clarity. Somebody's ready to come in and communicate to you after likely a time of being kind of put on ice, this time of things being like cooled off. You're probably in the time of healing, meditating, going within yourself. You may not have heard a lot from somebody, or you may have kind of been closed off to love altogether. You know, you could have had those walls up, but now things are heating up. You're going to have victory. All right. So let's see what else this person is going through, thinking about, feeling when it comes to you. How are they like perceiving you? What are they desiring from you? We have the Lovers. So this person perceives you to be their mirror. All right. They see you as like either their soulmate, their twin flame. Depends upon what they know for a label. Really, at the end of the day, they're just labels. But this is somebody that sees you as like a mirror to them. And this is making a decision for love. This is somebody that wants that love connection. We also have Temperance, which is my yes union energy. So it's not just passion, it's not just love, it's a balance of two things. Again, coming after a time usually of patience, after a time of healing. So this is also my yes union energy. This person definitely wants something with this person that they perceive to be their mirror. And for a lot of you, this is somebody that you've probably already dealt with, there was a lot of burdens that were carried, but now they're ready to apologize or just come in more authentically so you can start to manifest your Ten of Pentacles, which is that ultimate fulfillment, that happy ending. And I keep picking up that around Thanksgiving time, for a lot of you, there's going to be something going down because, again, it's that time where we're more connected with our families. You know, we're in that state of like seeing that type of stuff. So it kind of brings up those feelings of wanting this for ourselves, wanting that person we're going to share our life with, wanting that person we're going to build a family with, or that person that we're going to build whatever this Ten of Pentacles represents in our lives. So we're clearing out our karma and we're finding this justice in our lives. We're getting into that place of balance so that we can have that state of union within ourselves and within our relationships. We're choosing to get rid of the stuff that we've been, you know, holding on to within our past that was keeping us from manifesting our ultimate fulfillment within a love situation, within our lives, within our money, within all of those things. So we're not giving up. And I feel like whoever you're asking about doesn't want to give up on giving to this connection in a more balanced way. So there's a lot of energy of balance coming through. There's a lot of energy of clarity coming through. There's this feeling of like, I know what I want and I'm not giving up on it, you know, and they could be seeing you as that Empress. So she's pregnant here. This is very similar energy to what we're kind of just going through with the Taurus reading. So some of you could definitely be dealing with the Taurus. You know, she's Taurus energy. But it's definitely somebody that like is ready to start growing something. And they could be seeing you as that perfect place that they're ready to grow this with. She's very nurturing. She's very loving. She's the embodiment of all the queens. She's like the perfect mother, the perfect wife. She's going to give to you the life that, you know, comes along with that Ten of Pentacle type of desires. She's the one that brings everything to the table. So what else is going on with this person right now? I've got the Eight of Swords. I feel like some of them are afraid to make this apology or to make this authentic, vulnerable offer. Okay, like they could be nervous about this if they have you on a pedestal, you know, or they see you as that Empress. They could feel like maybe that they're not good enough, or that you're not going to accept this offer. For some of you, it feels like if they owe you an apology, they may be afraid to make the apology, or it could just be they're afraid to get vulnerable, because again, that Page of Cups is like that young love. Now for others of you, if you're single and you're waiting for new love to come in, this is new love coming in, but you need to make sure you're not afraid of it. You need to make sure that you're not holding on to things like from the past. Like, do not give up on the fact that love can manifest. You just have to have the clarity of the patterns and the things that have already transpired within your connections, so you can bring somebody in that's going to be more balanced for you, that's going to see you as this Empress, and is going to treat you as this Empress, so your wishes can come true. But for a lot of you, I feel like somebody wants to come in and apologize to you, or just really give you that vulnerability within themselves about how they feel for you, and they are likely planning at this point how they're going to do that, feeling that call of judgment from Spirit that it's time to make this decision and to make this offer, likely after they've been kind of put on ice for a while. So for some of you, it's you guys coming to this final judgment after healing. You're planning on how you're going to open up to new love. And for others, it's like the person that you're asking about, they're getting ready to break out of this fear. You know, they're healing these fears due to whatever they've already been through, so that they can be more vulnerable and authentic with you, give you the truth, the clarity that you need that leads to this new beginning in love, okay? And it's either new love altogether or new beginning with somebody that you've already dealt with. For some of you, you could have been dealing with a Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of passion within this connection. This person, you know, wants you a lot. They desire you a lot. But in the past, it may have come through in not such a great energy. It may have been somebody that came and went a lot. I feel like they do want a fresh start with you, but they know in order to do that, they need to bring truth. And they possibly need to bring an apology for the way that they've treated you. If they kind of, you know, treated you like an option instead of, you know, like an Empress. I feel like they know that that wasn't cool to do, and they're probably a little hesitant about it, because that means they have to admit to being wrong, or they have to admit that they have deeper feelings for you than they may have let on. They have to apologize for these painful daggers that they stuck into your back, and that may be something that they're just insecure about. We do have the Moon here, so it's like they could be holding this back and acting like they don't care, or acting like it's not a big deal, but underneath the surface, I feel like it is bothering them. Most of the time, people don't want to hurt other people. People hurt other people because they're hurting inside of themselves. You know, it's not like people go around like, haha, let me mess with somebody. And a lot of times, especially when they catch feelings for somebody, or they have deep feelings for somebody, it hurts them to hurt them. So I feel like, yeah, a lot of you have definitely dealt with somebody that kind of played you, but now they want to apologize for that, or actually just be vulnerable with you instead of playing the game or pretending like they don't really care about you, or only treating you like an option instead of somebody that deserves this authenticity and this love. I think they're trying to muster up the courage to come in with that truth, and come in to reconcile, possibly after a time where they were partying or entertaining a lot of other people. Okay, and some could just be afraid. I'm picking up for some of you, they could be afraid that you're now kind of playing the field, and that you have a lot of other offers, and that could be making them, you know, wanting to get more vulnerable with you so that they don't lose you, so that they can come tell you the truth, so that they don't lose this love, because they do know you're valuable. They do know that you have, you know, beautiful love to give to them, and they want to be the Emperor. They don't want to be the Page. They don't want to be somebody of the past. They want to let go of the patterns that have continuously led you guys into that Ten of Swords painful ending, but they just need to overcome any fears that they have so they can truly be this Emperor. All right, but I definitely feel like that's something that they're breaking out of. That could be those Tower things happening, that transformation of breaking out of their own karmic relationships, if they've been in one for too long, or if they were in a karmic cycle of kind of like, you know, shallow connections, drug addictions, anything really, anything low vibrational. I feel like they've had the epiphany moment, and they're trying to break out of this self-imposed illusion of feeling stuck so that they can take this leap of faith. And they're getting creative in how they're going to do this. And this interesting, this one's reversed in here. I feel like instead of being guarded, they're ready to drop that guard down because they don't want to give up on this. And they don't want to be out on the sideline waiting and watching anymore. During the time that you guys have been separate from each other, they're seeing things in a new perspective. And for those of you who are on your own or waiting for new love, I feel like during this time that you've been kind of separate from it, You probably looked at it, perceived it in other places. Now you're seeing how love should be in a whole new way. You're recognizing how to make your wishes come true and really embodying this Empress energy. And if you notice, they have the same star above their heads. So it's like you're figuring these things out. You're leaning back into that energy after you took that time out to heal. And Spirit is helping to show you and guide you the way to make your plan for your future so you can transform the way that you've been within love. So is there anything else that we need to know at this time? We've got the Six of Wands. So for some of you, this person definitely wants to have a victory with you. They're feeling this fiery desire and passion, you know, to take action towards you, to continue to build on something that's already been built. I feel like a lot of them have learned major lessons. You know, they've figured things out. This is the High Priest. This is somebody that has gone within and, you know, they've gone through their soul lessons. And I feel like that's pushing them to want to cross whatever distance you guys have, whether it's emotional or physical distance. They don't want to be separated away from you anymore. They want this new beginning, okay? So that's basically just needing to take this blindfold off, break away, have that clarity. That's going to lead to new beginning in love, or a whole new person for love. For those of you who are waiting for new love, you're the one that needs to break out of the fear and have that true clarity for your plan, as in how you're getting creative and how you're attracting, instead of guarding yourself due to whatever, you know, difficulties you've had. You may look at as love as kind of like a battlefield. Maybe you've been really beaten up and bruised within it. And for some of you, the person that you're, you know, dealing with, they may be guarded because they went through really difficult situations in the past with people. And now that they're trying to get creative and plan for the future and listen to that spirit calling them to stop staying stuck within this cage, feeling separate from the things that they want due to what they've already been through. So it definitely feels like no matter who you are, single or waiting for somebody from your past, it's the same message. People just really need to get clear and release the fear and not give up on knowing that your true person exists. We all have somebody out there for us. Nobody needs to be separate from it, but we got to break away from these burdens that we carry and be in this state of balance, this place where there's no more wounds keeping us from our Ace of Pentacles, where we can have our justice. We can really have that balance. So it's really about balance right now as well. I would suggest taking time out to go within and reflect on how you can find that state of balance, that state of union within yourself, so that you can attract that externally from outside of you. But it does feel like somebody is like on the verge of coming your way. They just may be a little fearful about it at this time, but they're definitely wanting this Four of Wands, okay? We've seen this like 3 times now. I feel like somebody's getting ready to get motivated to take action after they've reflected on it. Yeah, because they want to work together to build something with you rather than being guarded and closed off to it. And it may have taken you having to cut off whatever it was that they were doing here, coming into your Queen of Swords energy, walking away from something that was continuously repeating. And now they know, if I want to be, you know, if I'm going to get through to her, I got to be this guy. I got to be in my truth, my integrity. I got to apologize for what I did here so that I'm not left out in the cold. So I'm not in my Five of Pentacles energy, feeling separate from the abundance and really rising into this King of Pentacles energy that allows you to get into this flow of abundance of the universe. All of your wishes coming true, manifesting abundance, happiness, healing, you know, just being in alignment, basically, instead of feeling separate from anything, and then sometimes eating our ego and apologizing for our past mistakes, and just being in our integrity and having healthy boundaries, and not being afraid to walk away from somebody or something that's not serving us. You know, that sometimes is what it takes, is like just not being afraid to know that there's other things out there, there's other opportunities, that there is somebody out there that's going to mirror to us this type of energy. If we're in our Queen of Pentacles energy, there's going to be a King of Pentacles out there who's going to help continue to flow things in the right direction. And when you have that, and somebody else has been treating you in a way that hasn't reflected that, and you truly let go of them, somebody new can come in to give that to you, or that person from the past can, you know, make things right by letting go of whatever it was that was keeping them from really opening up to this. And it's likely that they were hurt in the past as well. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is go deeper into this. We're going to find out, you know, what to expect over the next 4 to 6 weeks with this person. Because for a lot of you guys, I feel like this person does want to come forward. Yeah, they're right at this place of dropping these burdens. You know, this is somebody that's carried these for a while. They don't want to hold them anymore. They want this. All right, so I feel like for a lot of you guys, something is going to probably transpire over these next 4 to 6 weeks. I've been picking that up in a lot of the readings. But we'll see, you know, what to expect, what this person's desiring from you, what this person has to say to you, any healing things that come up through those messages, and the outcome of the next 4 to 6 weeks. And I just had these two jump out again. So I feel like somebody that's feeling left out in the cold, feeling separated from their abundance and the warmth and the love that they're wanting, knows that they need to get vulnerable, authentic, and possibly offer an apology for whatever wrongs or patterns have happened within the past. It doesn't have to be an apology. It can just be being more vulnerable and authentic with an offer, rather than coming at it like in a closed off manner. If you come this way, it's a lot more easier to be receptive to that and open to that. And for some of them, I feel like they've had the epiphany moment, realizing like, I just have to be truthful. I have to be authentic. I have to rise up a little bit and not be so closed off if I want to have these things in my life or this person in my life. All right, guys, so definitely feels like somebody's wanting to make up for this, though. Because now I got the Three of Swords and the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So somebody's definitely realizing that they've hurt somebody and they need to apologize for that. And they don't want to be left out here anymore. They don't want to be separate from it anymore. Okay, so Spirit's probably shown them the error of their ways, and they've probably reflected on it, and it's probably taken a while. But for a lot of you, somebody's rising into their King of Pentacles energy. And it's likely because you had to walk away and put up those boundaries and say, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I want a valuable new start or nothing at all. Okay, so let's go find out what they're going to do over these next 4 to 6 weeks and all of that stuff. If you want, you can like, comment, subscribe. You can dislike. Any type of interaction helps the channel to grow. It helps to attract more people to the videos. And we just got the Lovers again. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a link down below. Thank you very much to all who do donate. Thank you to everybody who has sent me decks from my Amazon wish list. And I don't know. I think that's it. I will let you guys know when I'm accepting readings and healings again. And I did make my pendulum things. I'm going to do a pick-up pile with that very soon. I just want to try to get through some of these readings for the signs. And I don't know. I think that's it. Justice. Alright, guys. If you want to join me, the link is down below. In Mune. Namaste.